For nearly 800 years, a unique civilization flourished in Europe that forever changed the course of history, yet many of its secrets remain hidden in plain sight. This was Al-Andalus, a Muslim realm in the heart of medieval Europe, a beacon of knowledge, tolerance, and innovation. But how did it rise? What made it so extraordinary? And why does its legacy still shape our world today? Let's journey back to a time when Europe was in darkness, while Spain shone with light. In the year 711, a small force of Muslim soldiers crossed the Strait of Gibraltar and changed the course of history. Led by Tariq ibn Ziyad, they faced the Visigothic kingdom, which ruled over what we now know as Spain and Portugal. Against all odds, this relatively small army defeated the Visigoths and began an era that would last for centuries. But here's the first mystery. How did such a small force manage to conquer and establish control so quickly? The answer lies not just in military strength, but in strategy, and in the hearts of the people. Many locals welcomed the new rulers. Weary of oppressive rule under the Visigoths, the Muslims brought stability, fair governance, and a system rooted in Islamic principles of justice. Within decades, Al-Andalus became a thriving land. By the 8th century, it had established itself as the Umayyad Emirate, and later as one of the most powerful caliphates in the world. At its height, Córdoba was the largest and most advanced city in Europe, home to over 500,000 people, paved streets, public lighting, and libraries filled with knowledge from across the known world. One man stands at the center of this transformation, Abd al-Rahman I. A lone survivor of the Abbasid massacre that wiped out his entire family, he fled westward, carrying nothing but his will to survive. He would go on to build a dynasty that would illuminate Europe for generations. So began the golden age of Al-Andalus. If you're enjoying this journey so far, don't forget to like and share this video. Your support helps us share these incredible stories with a global audience. Now back to the show. This is where the second mystery emerges. Was there truly peaceful coexistence among Muslims, Christians, and Jews? Or is the idea of convivencia more myth than reality? The truth is complex. While tensions certainly existed, Al-Andalus was remarkable for its pluralism. It was a place where Jewish poets wrote in Arabic, Christian scholars debated philosophy in mosques, and scientists of all faiths worked side by side. We see their legacy in the breathtaking architecture left behind. The Great Mosque of Córdoba, with its endless forest of arches, still stirs awe today. In Seville, the Giralda Tower rises like a minaret turned cathedral bell tower. And high in Granada, perched like a jewel above the valleys, stands the Alhambra, a palace so beautiful it feels like a dream. But beauty alone didn't make Al-Andalus great. Here lies another mystery. How did they cultivate lush gardens in the middle of a desert? Advanced irrigation systems, inspired by Roman engineering and refined by Andalusian ingenuity, transformed arid lands into paradise. These innovations were not just practical, they were spiritual. Gardens were symbols of heaven, designed to bring peace and reflection. Even more astonishing was the intellectual revolution taking place. While much of Europe was illiterate, Córdoba alone had over 400,000 manuscripts in private and public collections. This was the age of translation, where Greek, Persian, and Indian texts were preserved and expanded upon. Ibn Rushd, known in the West as Averroes, challenged the boundaries between reason and faith. His writings shaped European thought for centuries. Maimonides, a Jewish philosopher who lived under Muslim rule, wrote in Arabic and served as physician to the Sultan. Ibn Arabi, the Sufi mystic, explored divine love and unity in ways that still resonate today. At the heart of this intellectual explosion stood the House of Wisdom, where scholars gathered to translate, debate, and discover. Without these efforts, much of classical knowledge might have been lost forever. Al-Andalus wasn't just a center of culture, it was a scientific powerhouse. Want to dive deeper into this story? Check out our blog article, link in the description for further details of this story. As the caliphate weakened, it fragmented into smaller kingdoms known as taifas. Rivalries grew, ambitions clashed, and from the north, a new force emerged, the Christian kingdoms of Castile, Aragon, and Portugal. The Reconquista was slow, brutal, and inevitable. Over centuries, the tide turned. Cities fell one by one. The final blow came in 1492, when Granada, the last Muslim stronghold, surrendered to Ferdinand and Isabella. But here's another mystery. What happened to the people and knowledge of Al-Andalus after the fall? Many Muslims and Jews were forced to convert or flee. Those who stayed became Moriscos and Mudéjar, hidden in plain sight, preserving traditions in secret. Their stories are only now being uncovered. Archaeologists continue to find remnants of underground prayer rooms, forgotten manuscripts, and architectural details that whisper of a once thriving Islamic presence. Today, the legacy of Al-Andalus lives on, not just in ruins, but in language, music, cuisine, and culture. Over 4,000 Spanish words come from Arabic. Words like almohada, pillow, azúcar, sugar, and naranja, orange. Flamenco, often seen as purely Spanish, carries echoes of Andalusian melodies and rhythms. Even the food tells the story. Tapas, paella, saffron, olive oil, all trace their roots to the kitchens of Al-Andalus. In the words we speak, in the knowledge we take for granted, the mysteries of Al-Andalus continue to echo through time. Thank you for watching. If you found this journey inspiring, hit the like button, subscribe, and join me next time as we uncover more hidden stories from the Muslim world. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and remember, history is never just in the past. It's alive in everything we do. The journey doesn't end here. Subscribe now and be part of our next great adventure. For more breathtaking travel stories and captivating animations, explore our other videos on the right. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.